Spoof, dope, crank, creep, bomb, spank, shit, bang, zip, tweak, jog, call it what you will. It's all methamphetamine. That's what I'm here for.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel, A New Day 365, my channel on addiction, relapse, and recovery. Today I'm making a video for my new subscribers. I want to give you a little bit of backstory, tell you about who I am, what I've been up to, and just my struggle with addiction and my journey of recovery. So, where do I even begin? Let's start from the last video. From the last video I posted, where I said I was 4 days sober. Well, that lasted about I don't know, maybe an hour or two. I was high again that night, and I stayed high for about a week or so. That's just what it's like to be an addict, man. I as much as I want to quit, as much as I want to stop doing this stuff, it's just the drug or the high always draws me back because I'm looking to escape, right? I'm looking to avoid feeling certain feelings, and it became my coping mechanism from a very young age. It's how I learned to deal with life and life's uncomfortable experiences. So I just want to say I appreciate all my new subscribers. I really do, and the support you've given me. I want you to know that being an addict, it's difficult, right? Just like anyone's life can be difficult. I don't just maybe I do just make excuses why I can use, why I use, but it's more than that also. See, I've been using steady for about 2 months now. I'm 41 years old, and I've struggled with addiction since I was 14, 15 years old, ever since I picked up my first drug. But I've also had clean time. In those 25 years, I've had periods of sobriety. I've had over a year, a couple times. And prior to these last 2 months, I had almost 15 months of sobriety. I was 2 days shy of that 15 months, and then I went out. And in that 15 months, I had really started to turn my life around. Prior to that, my partner left. She had to move out with the kids because I was just getting a little insane with my using. I couldn't work anymore, blah, blah, blah. But in the time that I got clean, in that 15 months, I managed to, I got clean. I went back to school. I started a college program to become a social service worker. I started working full time. I got a second job working part time. I was doing a placement for my program. I started working at a drop-in center for developmentally challenged adults, which I really, really enjoyed. But my full-time job was at a treatment center. The treatment center I went to back in the day, and they hired me on as a full-time addictions worker. I worked overnight. I kept, I kind of kept the fort. I made sure just things ran smoothly overnight, that all the clients were okay. I did one-on-ones with clients. I did case reports. And things were going good. But I wasn't getting the sleep I needed, and I was overworking myself with the part-time job and the placement, and then school 3 nights a week. I stressed out, and then one day, back in November, I just said, fuck it, I just want to get high. I just want to remember what that feeling's like. And I did. I went out, and I looked for the dope, and I found it right away on the street. And I got high, and I regretted it right away. And when I was talking to my partner on the phone, I think she didn't know I was high, but she probably sensed it in my voice and the things I was saying. And I think it kind of brought back, it probably triggered some PTSD in her. And it brought back memories of when I was using back before we split up. Because also, I didn't mention that we'd also been back together now for a year. Because I had sobered up, I got my shit together. And things were going good. But then I relapsed, and she probably sensed it in me, and she told me she needed a break. And that's when things got bad for me because like I couldn't take that emotional pain. Like I'm so immature emotionally, it's kind of ridiculous. But when she said she needed a break, I took that as the worst thing that could ever happen to me, and I just kind of shut down and I started using bad. Like I was like in my head, I was like, I fought so hard to get you back, to just get everything back that I had, and now, and now I'm losing you. What kind of failure am I? What kind of fuck up am I that like that everything I worked for, I'm now losing. I couldn't, but I was already high. I couldn't see things through. So I think I got sober for about a week. I tried to go back to work, and then again, like a week later, I was like, I was supposed to go into a shift one night, and I just said fuck it, and I just went and I got high. Well, I bought dope and I took it to work, and then I got high at work, and I sat in the office all night with the door locked, by myself, and then that started my 2 month relapse, and I was using every day, and I was like, I was using more than I used before I got sober. Like last time before I got sober, I was using maybe a gram of crystal meth every couple days or something like that. Now, all of a sudden, I'm doing like half an 8 ball every night, every 2 days, just fucking flying, right? And not feeling good, just feeling shitty about myself all the time. But I'm not sleeping, I'm not eating. I lost 30 pounds. I obviously couldn't go back to work. I ended up quitting my second job. I just walked out on them. Uh, all of a sudden now I'm not going to classes. I'm not writing my exams. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Once I put a drug in my body, I cannot stop. There's nothing that I can do to stop using a drug. The only thing that'll stop me from using is I run out of money, I go to jail, the dealer runs out of dope, or just like something beyond my control, right? But I had a couple credit cards, so I was good for a couple months. I just lived off those, fucking maxing those out. Now I'm like thousands of dollars in debt because I use those to get high every day and sustain that high for 2 months. And I want to be sober. I don't like the life that I'm living when I'm using. That's not how I want to live. But it's easier to get high and just deal with the consequences than it is to stay sober. Being sober is tough. It takes work and it takes dedication. I know that. I know I can be sober because I've done it. But and I've done this for years, on and off. Like, and when I fail like this, when I have these setbacks, I feel like a fucking failure, and it puts me in this negative mental state that just wants me to keep using and using and using. But I can't. I'm sick of it. I don't live with my wife and kids because, like, when I went to get sober, I moved into a sober house so I could actually like give myself a fighting chance. I still live in the sober house. They've been really good to me, and they're helping me get through this again. Today I'm about 4 days sober because I managed to get clean. I had to come to my wife's house this weekend, and I came on a Saturday morning, and I've been sober since then. Like, I've been using so much dope that before I used to do a point of meth, and I'd be up for like 2-3 days. This time I probably smoked like 3 points of meth Saturday morning, and I still fell asleep on the bus to my wife's house. I've been sober since Saturday, and today is Tuesday. That's 4 days, and I know I'll be sober till at least Monday next week because I'm with my kids. I'm with them while their mother went away on a little trip. She needed a vacation, so she's getting it. She needed a break. She's been doing double, triple duty as parent and caregiver and supporter for the last couple of years, and she really needed a break. I'm glad she gets that. I'm glad I'm sober and I'm present of mind to be here with my children. And I need this time to get straight too. I haven't had a week sober in the last 2 months. The problem is the problem now is that I still have a bag of dope at home waiting for me, right? And the chances of me throwing that out when I get home are pretty friggin' low. Because the thing is too, like, that's the thing. I've been using so much dope and being up so long, I wasn't getting the same high that I usually get. So in my mind, my body wants to be like, my mind and my body are like, well, I want to experience that high one more time before I quit. I haven't lost my job at the treatment center. They give me some time off on a medical leave so I can get my shit together and go back to work. They like my work. They like that I care about addicts so much and that I hate this fucking disease. I hate what it does to people. I hate what it does to myself. I hate what it does to other people. I hate how it destroys lives and families. And they see that in me. They see the passion I have to help other people. I took the semester off school so that I don't fail out. Hopefully I'll go back in April for the third semester and continue from there. Man, my head's not clear enough. I don't plan these videos out enough to give you a good example of what I've been going through. This is just like a little synopsis of the last few months, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. That's just kind of where it's at. So I do have my job still. I gotta get clean for like a month and a half, 2 months, just enough. So I know I'm gonna stay away from this dope again. Like I said, I've done it. I know I can do it. That's not the problem. The problem is getting me away from it long enough so that I'm strong enough not to go back. When I relapsed this time and when I started using it, my confidence level went boom down. It plummeted to the floor and through the floor, and I just don't have that confidence I had prior to my relapse. Thank God the wife's not leaving me. Fuck, I've been with her like 14 years. She's the love of my life, and I need her support. And now that she's supporting me again, like emotionally, and just, you know, I feel like that's one barrier that I passed. That's something I don't have to worry about. It feels so much better to have people support me, and you subscribers too. Like so many subscribers have just left the greatest comments, and just you're the nicest people. And it reminds you that I didn't make this channel to get support from anyone. I made this channel so I can help other addicts, remind them that we're worth it, and that we can beat this if we're determined and if we really want it. I really want it. I really, really want it. Like, I'm 41 years old. I haven't done much with my life except I've done a lot of fucking drugs. I've made some minor accomplishments over the years, but I've had many setbacks, and I've just struggled. Life has been difficult. Like, life is not a fucking, you know, it's not simple. But you know what? I'm not someone who gives up easily. I get discouraged, and I sometimes forget what I want and how bad I want it, but I don't give up, and I'm not gonna give up today. I'm not gonna give up. Like, I almost did say fuck it. That's why I went so hard for those 2 months. It's because when she told me that she needed a break, like I said, I took it as the worst news I could ever freaking hear, and I just wanted to give up. I wanted to say fuck it. I'm just gonna screw up my whole life, as quickly as possible. But that's part of it too. Like, right, as an addict, I need to hit a bottom before I'm gonna get better. So now that my finances are fucked, now that I have no job, I need to turn this shit around. I want to turn this shit around. I don't know what else to say. 15-minute video. Listen, I know I'm scatterbrained. My shit's all over the place. But it's just where I'm at today. I don't have this clear mind. I'm not some great speaker. I'm not some friggin' amazing person that's gonna that's gonna wow you, but I'm me. I'm simple. I think I'm kind. I think I'm nice. I think I'm a real person with real problems, and you know. But I think there's a solution too. I've got other things I need to do to get clean. I gotta reestablish myself with a 12-step community and sober people. But I have difficulty doing that. Anyways, I do appreciate you. I appreciate you listening to my videos. I appreciate your comments. And until next time, I love you and thanks for watching. Bye.